Hey everybody, Rodamon here. Thanks for tuning in to the Philosopher King, a RimWorld royalty series about being a benevolent ruler in a benevolent society with these rules and goals. So, picking up where we left off, we are in the short stretch towards victory, I think is the right way to put it. Wow. Should I have opened my mouth? Probably not. Okay. Immediately, without fail, I'm attacked. Everyone get to the animals to the barn, and we are going to get defenders to the wall. Beer God, you better be turning around. Alright, so Bubbaloo is coming to join us. Sister Zlata died. Alright, so how do we want to handle this? They're probably all like centipedes with my luck. No, they're really not all centipedes. That's good. But that lady is extraordinarily dead. Alright, I am going to put people into position to deal with these attackers. We also have the Antalya bulk goods coming in, which is a little awkward because, well, to put it bluntly, it is not exactly safe for them to be here, but that's alright. Alright, so trying to line up our defenses. Let me spread people out a little bit, actually, to not have pawns next to one another. Alright, another thing that we could do is to force skip some of the people forward. Bubbaloo's a little stressed because of his sister dying. I don't want a wild decree. That'd be kind of a bad thing. Here's what I'm going to do. We do have shield belts, so I'm going to take a little bit of a risk. Bubbaloo, actually, you know, our people really do need you. They are bombing like there's no tomorrow, so... Alright, let's turn this one off. Turn this one off. Now, the real risk here, I would say, is a slug turret attempting to shoot the centipede and botching and hitting one of my shield-belted guys. So I'm going to pull them back a little bit, because slug turrets are actually incredibly inaccurate at close range. They're much, much better at far range. Alright, so this turret is needing to be turned off. Valentin, I'm going to have you back up a little bit. Ervanath, just clean right here. Bubbaloo, go steal one. And then maybe I could chaos skip so that they're not all attacking me at the same time. Let's mass chaos skip this group. So where did they go? I don't think they moved very far. Alright, so we got a roof collapse right as Bubbaloo gets out of the way. Talon. Let's see here. Is that holding up? Let's pull forward. And Maze. Appa. No, Valentin. You skip him the rest. Alright, Boobaloo. Get yourself out of there. All that we have left is some pikemen. We can take that down without the need of involving anyone else. Or turrets, etc. So we're pushing forward. Alright, I'm just shielded so they can't have free shots because Talon's shield belt is down. He's actually getting a little beat up. Talon, that is. Alright, everyone is free. Let's go back. Yep. Non-bloodlust and animals back to Hall. Good. Alright. Well, that one wasn't too bad. I'm sure we used up a lot of uranium. Yeah, in fact, one of these fully depleted. But we'll get ready for the next round. You know how it is. Okay, much needed sleep. And then Boobaloo, you. Alright, Faustupia. I am going to interrupt your sleep and tend to Appa and Talon. Just so that we can get quicker recovery. Because Talon got kind of wrecked, if I'm being honest. Those pikemen punched him pretty hard. Alright. We've got malaria. Everybody blocked it except for Mosquito. Oh, poor Mosquito. You are the world's most miserable prisoner. And now we're just 2 days away. We have a little bit of repair and rearm to do. We have a whole lot of uranium mining to mine up. But we're in the home stretch. Alright, King Bob. I want you to work on your mood a little bit. Let's go trade with Mac. You're gonna see a lot of corpses. I'm sorry about that. What do I want to buy? I can trade my bearskin plain leather. That kind of stuff can go. They have a lot of components, but you know what? I have a lot of components. I'm gonna buy their Nutramine. Believe it or not, I actually don't need steel, I don't think. We're gonna really need any of it. Okay, that's about all I needed to do. You guys better not step on those mines. Okay, so Zero's back to mining. Shay is cranking out the shells for us. Alright, Appa's fully healed again. And we are trying to just prepare for the next attack, whatever it might be. Okay, rearming the deadfall. Or the drop traps, what are you going to call them? And at this point, we have so much of our... rebuild done that we are starting to repair walls. So I'm going to just prioritize the turrets over walls, because, you know, turrets with no walls is still the defense. Walls with no turrets is pretty bad defense. Alright, so Chris is getting all of the bait turrets back up, and I'm actually just going to immediately plug them in. There we go. And now we're repairing the walls. I guess if they're repairing walls, I could put in the extra barricades. Couldn't hurt. But Mathis, you are going to cremate. Let's start with the humans. And then go to animals. Man, look at the corpse pile. Alright, so cremate corpse for humans, I'm going to have be a very small radius. So that we don't haul the humans ourselves. We let animals do it. Talon, you're healing up. Zero's still chopping away at the uranium deep drill. We've got a full set of shells now. EMP and a bunch of HEs. Oh, we're making more EMP shells? How many EMP shells do I have queued up? Up to 20. Let's do up to 15. I actually don't need too many. And then the shred mechanoid. Hopping that off of suspend. I'm actually pretty low on limestone, believe it or not. It's a weird thing to be low on, given we have such a massive limestone castle. But no, it makes sense. I mean, we've been repairing and replacing stuff for so long that it does make sense that limestone would be low. I don't really think there's any haulable chunks left on the map anywhere. So, there's not much for me to do in that regard. Alright, more mechs. 12 centipedes and 13 centipedes. Why? Just centipedes. Okay. So these are my snipers that I just conscripted. I'm going to have each one of them consume a lavish meal just for a little bit of a mood boost. Even Chris, who isn't hungry, I don't care. And then, if they're tired, we'll have them take wake up. So the important thing here is going to be animals to the barn. And Rosbla, I need you to close this door. Alright, so Poppy, you're going to need to take wake up. Shay's going to need to take wake up. Faustupia, wake up. Chris, wake up. Mathis, you're teetotaler. I mean, Mathis, what I'm going to have you do is drop your rifle to Yanshui, who is then going to take your place, because she can take wake up. Alright, so these centipedes need some sort of valid target, otherwise they'll be bored and they will get destructive. I'm going to set every character to every character I have to the safe zone so they don't get themselves hurt. So far, no addictions, which is really good. Alright, safe zone really can no longer include in here. And then Mathis, once Yanshui grabs your gun, you're going to grab hers. Alright, so my snipers are getting all set up. The other thing I might be able to do is put men on mortars. Right, it's all set to hold fire, but I don't, generally speaking, I don't find mortaring mechs all that effective, but desperate times and all. Now, some of you might be thinking, hey, what about the Doomsday Launcher? The thing about the Doomsday Launcher is it's really not an effective weapon against mechanoids. They just don't do a lot of damage against mechanoids, so there's not much point in using them. It's best if we just shoot it out, let's say. It's the same reason why I'm a little hesitant even bothering to use the mortars, because mortars aren't particularly effective either. But, you know. The thing that the mortars are effective at is stunning them. But as you can see, not a single soul in this group here got actually damaged by the mortars. Alright, so this group up here ought to be chasing our snipers. Alright, come on, shellers. You gotta hit. You gotta hit. We just need to make sure not to have any slip-ups or have as few slip-ups as possible when kiting. Oh, the roof traps. Oh, right. The bait turrets are on. That's gonna having them on encourage these guys to enter the kill box. Now, another tactic that I've used in the past, which can be effective, is to use brawlers. But right now, with Talon being injured, it isn't a tactic I'm going to employ immediately. But what I might be able to do is to get them to fight themselves, each other, etc., with Talon's Berserker Pulse. And here, as you can see, they are now taking the bait against all of my snipers. So I'm going to try to Berserker Pulse this cluster here. And Mathis, after that next shot, I'm going to switch over to EMP, to HE only. So let it rip. Mosquito just went berserk. It's real unfortunate given that he has malaria. I'm not sure that any of my mortar shells have hit yet. Oh no, we got one crack. Yeah, this is exactly why I don't care much for mortars, because they are dreadfully inaccurate and positively useless most of the time. Alright, so we're going to have both groups. Now, as we have some stragglers over here, we might be in a situation where we can take them out with brawlers. I just don't want to fight too many at once with brawlers, because that's, a really bad recipe for death. Alright, Talon, gonna have you bash the prisoner. Alright, Bubbaloo, you're almost inside of range here. Gotta pay close attention here. So invisible yourself, skip yourself, and let's drop a Berserker Pulse, and then get out. So another positive effect of the Berserker Pulse is that the mechs that I was kiting are going to be stationary for a bit. They're not going to be moving around. Let me completely just come around the rocks. Alright, so Bubbloo, you're all set. But no, actually you're not. 1, 2, 3. So this mech here is sort of guarding, for lack of a better term, the walls that we need to be using. So, yeah, so as you can see, the Berserker Pulse did more damage, honestly. Okay, we ended up killing him. Did more damage than really any of the mortars did. Speaking of which, yeah, I just pulled everyone off mortars. Let's get Mathis to reload them anyway. And then these guys, you go to the door. Okay, we're definitely inside range, so let's back up. Come on, come on, come on. Okay, you. Skip. Now, I'm not honestly really planning on killing all these mechs myself. I think more than likely I'm going to hope for like a tribal attack or something like that that's going to send attackers to deal with these mechs. Because this is somewhat more than I'm able to deal with, as they outnumber my population like 2 to 1, and they're all centipedes, which is just rude. Alright. Now the only problem is this, this door saw a wee bit of action. And by that I mean, it maybe got the attention of some unwanted attention. No, people are moving away. That's good. Alright, I turned on my slugs because there was one wandering in. If they're wandering in one at a time, I can use slugs, but I don't want to take on the whole group. So I need to turn off my turrets when there is no easy valid target. Okay. The defenses here are going to get overwhelmed. Unless I shut all this down. And I do have to consider the mental health of my snipers. They're not going to be able to do this forever. Unlike the centipedes, they're not androids. So as the entryway filters out and there's fewer enemies, I might be able to turn those turrets back on. Another thing I might be able to do is to hit a psychic animal pulsar if there's enough wildlife. Yeah, there's plenty of wildlife on the map to do some damage. The thing is, for me to do that, I'm going to need to put my snipers in a position where the animals can't harm them. So I am going to travel down to the Godswood. So I'm fairly certain there are no animals in the Godswood. And then hit the psychic animal pulsar. Talon, I'm going to have you do it. Okay, so he fully healed up from the pikeman, but now just has some punching that he took. Let's see here. Bubbloo, Yo, 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 yo. You're not supposed to be doing that. This is what I don't want done, which is the mechs deciding, hey, there seems to be no valid target. Let's go bash the defenses, even though they're offline. Kind of annoying. Alright, I think the problem is, and I hadn't considered this, pretty much all of the creatures right now are asleep. So they didn't get manhunted. Okay, I'm going to tend to Talon and Maze, and then have Bubbaloo perhaps use some of his psi powers to try to get rid of some of the mechs that are damaging in here. We'll see what we could do. As far as the quest goes, we are literally just a day away. Oh, sorry, Mathis. I apologize. I've been out here fighting the good fight. All right, Bubbaloo. I think maybe just skipping them away might work, or chaos skipping them. Oh, he skipped very much the wrong direction. It's alright. I was hoping to chaos skip them out of my base. Beyond the walls. We'll keep trying. Let's get him. Oh, just in time. Alright, so most of that chaos skipping did work. And we have got those mechs leaving us alone. Now we have to deal with the ones that didn't leave. I need to get these guys to go away. And obviously, that is the wrong direction. Oh, that's an interesting development. How's my snipers? Getting flamed. So I briefly looked away for too long. I don't like how they're aiming at Valentin. Alright, major break risks, understood. Yeah, these centipedes are, for lack of a better term, basically getting bored, not having a valid target to shoot at, and are just bashing. Right now, they're bashing the bait turrets, which is sort of by design. But there's too many of them right now for me to turn on any of my defenses, because the defenses wouldn't be effective enough, fast enough. What I can do is to have someone like Basilicus try to lure them away. But it's a dangerous endeavor. Oh boy, that's... Bubbaloo, you gotta... I know it's... Okay, alright. I know it's chaos skipping and I don't really pick the direction, but my goodness, man. Talk about a bad direction. Alright, you, unconscript. Basilicus, go up. Continue the hunting. And Yanshui's bed got smashed. Alright, here we go. Everyone get in. Yeah, having Basilicus as a target is working. As you can see there, just the simple act of standing out here is pulling the mechs away, and then we'll just have to deal with this one here. Okay, all of you definitely, especially you, Valentin, get to the hospital. Alright, snipers. Good job. I'm going to unconscript all of them. Basilicus is just going to be the only one out here. Essentially just running. Alright, let's turn on a bait turret. Purposefully. Trying to draw this one away from the really damaged turret here. This slug turret. Talon, you've got water skip. I'm actually going to need you to, as much as I want you healed. Oh boy, that's not what I wanted. There's also the possibility of calling royal aid, but it costs favor. Or, you know, asking allies to come help. But again, that costs favor in a different type of favor, but still favor. I will try to chaos skip this one. Oh, Yanshui, you got a masterwork bed, so better. Please skip in the right direction. Ah, oh my god. I feel like chaos skip is cursed, and I'm gonna stop using it. Alright, Bubbaloo here is all set to do medical attentioning. Basilicus, you better run. That cataphract armor taking a heck of a beating. Alright, Rospla, I'm gonna have you come out here. Oh, Poppy. Oh, right. You guys are... Only Poppy is set to unsafe, but that's my bad. Just got bruised. I got lucky, it could have been a lot worse. Alright, if you guys are going to destroy a turret, destroy this one. Airvanath, could you call Airvabum for backup? I don't know how effective they're going to be, but at this point, I'm just picking what defenses I want destroyed, because there's just too many. Oh god, a relationship? Alright, it's a kind of a distant relationship, but they're landing right around my beacon. Uh-oh. Basilicus, run! Alright, we're gonna get everyone tended to. Yeah, these military aid probably going to end up being incredibly not useful. But it did draw, at least temporarily, enemies away from my turrets, which are all going to be turned on in a gambit for strong defense. Alright, Basilicus, you're going to go inside. Rospla, you're going to go inside too. Alright, they're fleeing. Even as fleers, they're still valid targets. They're still going to be chased. Some of these frontline turrets need to be turned off. But it's working. We are punching through these mechs pretty well. Chris, I'm going to unrestrict you and have you rearm the slug. Okay. We, got done with one mech hive, only to have another one show up. You guys still have food? Yeah, you still have kibble. My pets can go to graze, I guess. So there are some mechs between the walls. There's one in the Godswood. There's one in our defensive walls, but they're not all centipedes. So that's at least good. Okay, there's one in the monument square. What are you, a scyther? Chris, you're the only one out here allowed out here at the moment. I'm going to attempt to have Chris repair some particularly damaged turrets. Rospla, I want you unrestricted and rearming that. So you can see we are, honestly, calling it last legs is probably appropriate. We got everyone just sort of super wounded and tired of fighting. Now the issue here is because of the mix of mechs that are out there, it's not necessarily safe to, try to kite with snipers, because lancers and scythers are also out there. Alright, Shay. Oh god, I keep forgetting Mathis. That's real bad. Alright, consume the lavish meal and take a break. Zero, as much as I would like you to join this fight, I think you have to sit this one out. Rospla, Chris, Repair, Rospla, Rion. Alright, Shay's out here to help with any scythers. But honestly, from the looks of it, we're not going to have any scythers anytime soon. What are your needs? Your needs are rest again. Because I am indeed risking Chris's safety having him out here. Shay, I think what I'm going to have you do is continue sniping. So needs... I said it wasn't necessarily safe, but I also don't necessarily have too many options at the moment. Chris is starting to get hit. Off. Off. Yan Shui, are you all set? Yeah. Consume. Consume. And over there. Rospla. Alright, let's give them this turret to destroy. And keep the others up. Okay, Rospla, you're now unsafe. 16 hours of this. So Shay, you're hopped up on drugs and ready to go. Yan Shui, okay, they both are. We'll get both snipers out. So we have a hole in the Godswood. We'll get both snipers out there. Everyone else is just going to need to heal up or mine uranium. Alright, let's feed them another turret. Actually, let's not. This Scyther might get bored. King Bob. Could you... I know, Chaos Skip has been my absolute enemy, but I'm going to attempt to use it here again. Oh, Erbanath. Yeah, no, that is... You shouldn't be in there. Safe zone will no longer include the... border walls. Not anymore. In truth, I should probably also remove the doors, but that's alright. A little bit of risk. To keep them repaired, at least. Guest unhappy. Oh, no kidding. Alright, well that was not great. What I'm gonna do is have my pets, my tougher pets, try to deal with the mech that got chaos skipped inside. Very, very strange way to deal with a mech, but it might work. Okay, you guys. Yeah, they're gonna start destroying stuff. I'm gonna need to start baiting them. Alright, Shay and Yanshui are against this Scyther, which is sort of what I feared. Yeah, shoot your Scyther. Alright. Feeding them another turret. That mech should be done pretty soon. Whatever happened to the Scyther? Did we kill it? I don't know. But there's okay, no we didn't. Here it is. Alright, animals, you're back on all grays. Thank you for fighting. Bubbaloo, I'm gonna have you poke your head out as soon as you have the heat for... Oh, you know what? You need to meditate, Bubbaloo. I need to get you... Yeah, so I'm going to inject some go juice to see if I can temporarily and artificially kick up my psi focus. But yeah, that's a bit of a problem. So, as you can see, I'm already a little bit over time, but I figured I'll go a little bit longer this episode as is indeed the finale, I am assuming. Providing I survive the remaining 13 hours. Okay, yep, they're destroying stuff. Bubbaloo. Okay, you have enough psi focus for Berserker Pulse. We're going to stand behind the trees and aim. Stupid little jerks. Alright, fight each other. Got the Berserker, but they don't care. They're still destroying my stuff. Alright, this Scyther here is not in any way damaged that will allow us to flee from it quickly. No, we're outrunning it. This slug turret can't even turn off because all the off power has been blown up. These walls are... What are you running from? There's a Scyther in my walls? Ah, yes. They did double through my doors here. And we've got a scyther in the base. Where is it, though? Oh, it's literally right on 0. All right, Rospla. Ervanath, I need you to work on that steel door. It's going to be an important one. Yeah, there's really... I don't really have defenses left, if I'm being honest. I don't have turrets left. But they are all trying to come in through this door now. For better or for worse. It pulls them away from the entrance. Which is kind of a nice thing. But as soon as I wall it back up, they're gonna come at me. Oh, did they cut through? Let me check the whole perimeter now. So we do have a centipede. Where did you come from? Because I don't see holes in my walls anywhere. I honestly don't know. And then these guys lost their centipede, or their scyther. Alright, so Appa, Maze, Salin. You're gonna go have to deal with this. Now the other issue is I really don't have a good rapport with anyone left. Like, all of my allies have asked too much of them by now. Which is a bit of an issue as well. No one's coming to my aid. Alright. So, this centipede poses a threat because it might decide to bash in towards me. Okay, that's repaired enough. Just go to the other one. The other thing I could do is build the plasteel turrets inside my base and then move them to where they're needed, so I'll work on that. Come on, guys, hit it. Visitors from Ervabum? Yeah, it's really not a good time. There we are, there we are. Okay, so this mech here is deciding to crack through this wall. And as you can see, I am rallying a defense force for that. Oh, 2%. Get him. Disappointing. Alright. everybody pile in. Don't really have the right weapons for this, but this mech poses... Let me try to chaos skip it. No, that didn't do squat. As far as I know, our perimeter defenses are secured. Still. Alright, Shay. Consume a meal. Someone needs to be out here luring these guys around. Whatever happened to that Scyther, I don't even know. Ah, here he is. So we're crafting up these mini turrets to be able to reinstall them in the front lines, but mini turrets aren't going to be able to take down centipedes. They're just sort of delay in deterrence. Alright, everybody's currently scheduled to safe. I only have Shay out of the walls. Alright, Mathis, your needs are fully met. So Yanshui, you're going to switch back with Mathis. And Mathis, you're going to go join Shay. We are at 6 hours. Okay. Right now we have some downtime. I mean, we're still shooting at them, but, oh, come on, Olivia. Come on, Olivia. Talon, you're probably gonna have to water skip that, but... Oh, we have that Scyther from behind. Let's cut north. At least it's super damaged now. Shouldn't pose too much of a threat. Larian and Olivia, you gotta get out of my kill box. You're literally just drawing more attention, which is super bad. I feel bad, but hey, they chose to visit an active war zone. Alright, get this Scyther, please. I know, they're hard to hit. There we go, thank you. And now back to that. Oh, there's another Scyther. Of course there is. Alright, Mr. Talon. Water skip. Alright, other Scythers down. Now for the centipedes. Making sure that if anyone needs healing, they get it. Or feeding, in this instance. Alright, this one looks pretty damaged. Yep, it is. You can tell by just, like, the movement speed. The other one is not so damaged. Alright, Zero's fully healed. Chris is fully healed. Chris. Consume. And rendezvous. Okay, no one's really trying to punch into our defenses at the moment, which is really good. I'm just not going to use them or rely on them at all. Did you eat? Yeah, you did eat. Good. All right, 3 hours. I think we're gonna make it. I don't think I'm gonna finish off these. Well, you know what? I could try to finish off these mechs and leave the base nice-ish. Okay, so we're rebuilding some of our walls and the like needed to keep us all together. Whoa, back. Alright, I'm forbidding these so I know where they are physically, so that I don't have to go searching for them when I want to reinstall them. Zero. You're sleeping? Okay, that's fine. Alright, so now we have 5 turrets that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spots for them. But at the moment, this kiting and fighting is working just fine. Alright, we're down to less than an hour. We're down to 20-minute arrival time. And the shuttle has arrived. Where? Alright, okay. Alright. Well, that is going to have to be it for this defense. It went a little longer, but next episode I suspect we try to finish up what mechs we have left. The siege for the Stellark should be over. I shouldn't get any additional attackers, but I do want to sort of put things right as best as I can before I leave. Maybe making it a full episode. If you have any feedback for me, do drop me a line in the comments below. Thanks for watching, everybody. Thanks for spending a little extra time with me. I'll catch you all next episode. Adios.